everybody, it's Brittany again. I hope you're not getting sick of me yet. I've decided to try and post videos once a week for the before and after school at home edition program, just because they're pretty well received and it gives me a chance to talk a little bit, be a little bit more interactive than I can with just the posts that I've been putting up that are just written down and posted to you guys. So today I wanted to talk to you about the Child Mind Institute. So this actually popped up on my Facebook as a resource to access, and I found that kind of interesting. It seems that the more that I search for resources related to COVID-19 and supporting parents, the more things that are popping up and coming to my attention. So that's really great. So the Child Mind Institute is what we're going to talk about. And although that is not a Canadian-based site, it's from the United States, I think it has a lot of really great things that are transferable to us. I think we, oftentimes use things from the States. North America is pretty similar across the board in many ways. So when we talk about these resources for parents, the videos that they're putting out, all those things will be relatable to you guys as Canadian families. So just a little bit about the Child Mind Institute so you know where we're coming from. And I'm just going to read this off my screen, so that's why I'm looking over here a little bit. They're an independent national nonprofit, and they're dedicated to transforming the lives of children and families struggling with mental health and learning disorders. So that's their main focus from day to day. However, what I'm seeing now is they've actually created a whole web page for supporting families during COVID-19. So they do have a focus on mental health and learning disorders, but they also do it more broadly for all families and how to manage a variety of different situations that are relatable to everybody. So I'm going to turn my camera around and we're going to look on my computer. I'm just going to show you the site and show you a couple things that I found were useful and interesting that hopefully you guys can navigate over the coming weeks. They update it every single day, so it's not like it's a one-stop and then you get through everything and you're done. They're constantly putting out content for you guys, different topics, different videos. So we will look at that and see what they have to offer. Okay, thanks. Alrighty, so like I said, we're here on the Child Mind Institute website. I will be providing this link in the description of the video so you can get straight to this page and not have to go on a Google quest for it to find the right one. So if we scroll down here, the introduction here is, we know parents are struggling to balance work, childcare, and self-care while keeping worries, both your children and your own, under control. You don't have to do it alone. So I did say that there is a large focus on the clinical side of things, ADHD, mood disorders, anxiety disorders, autism spectrum disorder, and learning disorders. So they do quite a big focus on that. However, like I said, I do think that a lot of this stuff is transferable for a lot of different families. We're going through a very unusual time right now. Our children are experiencing emotions that maybe they typically wouldn't, feelings that they typically wouldn't. So we've got, things for supporting kids through the COVID-19 virus, as well as teenagers and young adults, information on self-care and prioritizing your own well-being, managing worry, mindfulness. So tons of things that I think can be valuable for everyone. And then they get into some more specifics about, autism and the coronavirus, remote learning, managing anxiety, discipline and behavior. So some really great things for you here. I will highlight a few of those in a moment. But the one thing that I really wanted to look at that I thought was great are these Facebook Live video chats with expert clinicians. So I'm going to open up this in a separate tab. And this is the actual Facebook page for the Child Mind Institute. And this is where they've been posting their live videos. So tomorrow they have two, one at 10 a.m. and 4:30 p.m. So you can see that here and click for more details. And then they have all the previous ones that they have done. So, lots of things, again, supporting children with dyslexia during remote learning, creative, getting creative with rewards, practicing social skills, and it keeps going and going. So there really is something for everyone, and you can navigate through these, and even if you miss the live version of them, you can still watch them here. So I thought that was really great. I haven't specifically watched them at this time, but this whole website is a high five recommended website. That's where it came from, on my Facebook. So it's really great to see that it's endorsed by High Five, so we know that it is a reliable source. So going back here to the main page, another really great thing that I liked are the daily tips. So today's daily tip is embrace the unknown, and they have a video related to that. And then they also have, you can see a playlist of previous daily tips. So I think yesterday was managing anxiety. When I was on here, I was looking at it. So every day they put up something new, some hot topic items, different things like that for you guys to navigate. And then, like I said, we've got these other resources. So I did really like the specific focuses on, say autism spectrum disorders, ADHD, because I think it is really important for those families that do have children with exceptional needs that, this time is, different for you guys, and you do need different resources. So I love to see that this is available for your family as well. And then looking at like the power of mindfulness, right? Like how meditation practice can help kids and parents feel less anxious and more relaxed. And then when you go into the discipline and behavior, how can we help kids with transitions? Transitions are such a big area, and we find this, in our programs. And when we're looking at the High Five principles of healthy child development, transitions are a big part. That it's really hard for kids, especially kids with special needs. But beyond that, kids just in general, when you're transitioning from one activity to another, that can be a big part for, behavior issues as well as safety issues. Things can go off the rails with your program a little bit. So something really that I enjoyed seeing them address here. They also go on to, even like how to discipline toddlers. They had a point on here. I don't think I see it right here, but they talked about, oh yeah, it's literally right here. Sorry, how to make timeouts work. So we, again, at work know that timeouts can be a really finicky and tricky thing to implement in programming depending on the child. So very neat here to see them providing some tips on how to use timeouts effectively, because they are something that often I think we resort to when we think of discipline. You're going on a timeout, but we need to be able to approach that effectively. And then I did like, they have a final section here about dealing with loss. So obviously there is a chance for loss in life in general, but as well as during COVID-19. So I really liked that they added this element here. They talk about PTSD and treatment for PTSD. They talk about, dealing with death in the family, how to cope with grief. So I felt that that was a really good resource as well, because the unfortunate thing is, and the unfortunate reality is that, families are dealing with this stuff right now. So to be able to have some resources for that is great. So overall, that is a brief kind of, snapshot of what the site has to offer. I'm not going to go into any more specifics at this time. If there's something in particular that you would like me to talk about, if you want me to go in more depth about one of these particular articles, then definitely, or resources, I can do that. But for now, this just gives you a good quick snapshot of what this site has to offer, and I really encourage you guys to check it out. So I hope you have enjoyed this video, and I will be talking at you again soon. Okay, bye guys.